Good evening, everybody. I have very, very special guests here, Lucci Del-Gaudio and James Hinsley. This is episode 418 of FMA Discussion Europe and the Pacific. Oh, I've got some really great news here, guys. I'm sure Lucci Del-Gaudio and James Hinsley there for the Kaizen Adrenaline team. How was it on Sunday last week, guys?
It was all right.
Mate. Do we have to?
Shall I go first?
Do we have to watch the language? Do we have to watch the language on here?
It's all about. Yeah, I'm getting excited about the festival now, and we've had a week off from. It was this time last week. Kaizen was, and it was just magnificent. It was. We've grown massively from last year, the comeback from COVID, and the venue was huge, and we packed it. And not only that, all the top dogs, all the martial arts, British martial arts top dogs turned up, and that was a week ago. And now I'm getting really geared up for the Festival of Martial Arts. Hence why I've got myself a new hat. What do you reckon? It's going to be a sunny, very, very sunny.
Oh no, I like it, Luch. You know, I've noticed.
I'll take the hat off now.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I'll let James talk now. It was absolutely brilliant.
Oh mate.
What can I say? Fantastically organised. Not really many hiccups, was there? Everything went according to plan. Great size venue. Such a different Kaizen, the whole word's like better yourself improvement. And it literally, it's like Ron Sirluch. It does what it says on the tin. But knocked it out the park. Absolutely knocked it out the park. Got to interview some interesting people. One of them, Mauti, which I've got to give you a thumbs up for getting us in on that, Lucci. That was brilliant. That was such a wise guy. You know, we had fantastic people there. Tommy Joe Moore, you know, Kevin Pell, you know, the Ishin Ryu guys, you know, sword displays, capoeira, you name it, it was there. And, you know, no egos, nothing, you know, everyone was mixing together, everyone was having a chat. Brilliant vibe. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for 2024.
What was impressive was I got told number of times, a tournament and an expo, you won't pull that off. You've got no chance pulling that off.
You did well.
It worked. It really, really worked as well, because what was good is
the worst thing you can do is tell me I can't.
Well, you've proved it wrong. Whoever said that.
Twice. I'll do it again next year as well. Tell me I can't. I'll do it twice.
Oh,
it was massively. This was the hardest one out of all the Kaizen events. All of them, absolutely all of them, including Japanese martial arts show. This was definitely the hardest one. God. It really, really was the most difficult one, because it was the biggest venue. We had to make sure we got, you know, bodies going through, the right people on the mats. A strong lineup is always nice. And the tournament, getting that in there as well, which went brilliant. The jiu-jitsu tournament was absolutely awesome. And it was just really, really good. It was a really good day. But I just wish we had this weather, because it got a bit. I broke the aircon at 11 o'clock, unfortunately. I was pressing some buttons. I pressed all the wrong buttons and I broke the aircon. So apologies for that. But yes, it was a really, really very warm day out here. But people stuck it out to the end. This one, there was hanging around. The karate was really good. The jiu-jitsu mats were good. The combative mats were really good. It was just really good, man. It was really, really, really smart, man. But what was impressive again was the people just coming along, like Alfie Lewis turned up with his Peaceful Warriors. You know, really, really, some really big names was just coming along. locally and nationally were just coming along and joining in. Really good vendors as well. All the vendors sold out again. It was meant we secured a lot of sponsorship for next year, so we can make it that tad little bit bigger, a little bit more exciting for everybody. This was going to be the last one. It was that good. I was like, do you know, I'll have one more. I'll have one more go. James invited himself, and Craig invited himself to the party. As you know, I'm working with Matt State.
Yes.
So Matt's going to be involved next year heavily. Craig and James are going to be involved, and many others. So, you know.
Oh, so what are your plans, Lucci? Is it possible that you can have a 2-day event this time round with the amount of sort of people that you had?
I think it's about due to have a 2-day event because more people want to get involved in it, and
of course,
I think we're due. We had a party this year, first time.
Oh, that went well.
Did it?
Well, I don't know. Some people thought the comedians a bit you know, we'll say no more on that, but you know what I mean.
Yes, it went well if you were sitting down eating and enjoying yourself. It went well, but if you was actually organising it, there was grey areas. I thought, well, it's a learning curve in it. There's things like I tried the buffet route because I wanted to keep costs really low.
Of course,
and it was priced really low as well. You know, there's a lot of little bits and bobs. The venue was okay, but I next year be a bigger venue, obviously, because what I thought was 100 tickets, actually 120 something turned up. So I oversold. I know.
Never a bad thing.
Yeah, but you're going to do the same again next time. If you're going to oversell that way, you know, there's going to be a lot more people. Again, if you're extending the day as well, you're going to have.
Yeah, it was a really nice little bash. It was a nice get together. Mainly, it wasn't like you know, you pay a couple of quid and you go home with a certificate. It's nothing like that. It was just a little bash, a little get together. Because what it is, a lot of people travel the night before and they stay over in Nottingham. So I thought, you know, I'll treat them guys for a night out, and yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Oh, and I've noticed as well.
There's always in things like this. There's always room for improvement.
Of course, yeah. Well, you're improving all the time, and you know it looks like it's getting bigger and better and more. You know, and there's more added to it every time. You know, and
you got to ask yourself: do you really want to? Do you want it to make it up? How big do you want to go with things like this? I wanted to get Kaizen to a level, and I've got that to an arena level, and I've done that. There's not much I can do for next year. I don't want it bigger. Why would I want it bigger? You'll just ruin it, because and then you're opening the floodgates to other people, aren't you? And I've got the right people, I think, the right type of custom.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work involved. And now the camp's involved. Now the Festival of Martial Arts is involved. That's been attached to Kaizen. So that'll be our summer event, and I'll be pleased to announce all you guys what don't like the summer. Kaizen will be going back to the original autumn event. So we've got nice and cool. But knowing my luck, you'll get an Indian summer to be red hot again.
Oh yeah, 100%. You watch it'll be a red October or something, man.
No, I know. Summer events should be outside, and I think events like that should be not in the summer.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with you.
It's trial and error. If it don't work, it don't work. I think it will, because I can put Kaizen on Christmas Eve and people will turn up because they like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Put it on Christmas Eve. Boxing Day. That's my birthday. Best birthday present ever. That'd be.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, Tom.
I
Tom.
like small events. I like my small ones, and I'm not a huge fan of massive events. I know Kaizen was big,
Yes.
but it's a lot of work. No one sees the work behind the scenes. James has seen the work. I've seen the work behind.
Oh yeah.
I think one of the days was constantly on the phone and on Zoom all day, weren't we? Just to get just a small part of it right. It's really difficult.
Yeah, the late night messages. Shit, we need to do this. Shit, we need to do that.
That needs doing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so and so can't come no more, so we've got to replace. And everyone wants the 11 o'clock slot. I don't know why.
Goodness.
So they can get theirs out of the way and go and play with everybody else.
Yeah,
and roll on the mat.
Yeah.
Have a good roll, and compete and do whatever they like around there. Because there's a lot of stalls. I noticed when you do them. There was some.
They do well. The stalls do. They do well. Yeah, they do well. So
it wasn't just that. It was the quality stuff they were selling. You got those guys that have pioneered the full face guards, haven't you? And they rinsed the place, didn't they, dry? Because have you seen them yet, Phil?
You don't want it like a jumble sale, do you?
Yeah.
No. Car boot sale. So I believe it or not, I've turned. I've been approached and I'm like, well, how much is the store? I'm sorry, you're not going to do well. You're not do well. I don't want to take your money off you because you're not going to do well.
Yeah, there was some good stores. Fantastic art, Marshall. I mean, look at that.
Really, I know that's from Art Marshall.
Mate, the quality of it as well. It's come out the wash. It's still it's brand new. Fantastic.
You've not took it off, have you, James?
No. I breathe it. I'm a full-on supporter now. Got a bed in it and everything.
Yeah, it's nice that more people are involved now. There's like 4 or 5 of us, 6, 7 of us, all chipping in and doing our bits and bobs, and I can concentrate on my own martial arts and what I want to do, which I plan to and I need to really. I'm halfway through a jiu-jitsu book, which I started 2 years ago. You know what I mean? And there's things like that which I need to get on. I need to get on with stuff. So I'm blessed with good people I'm working with, because they take a big part. All the marketing, what you see is all from James and Craig. All the marketing. James called me and says, I'm going to do all your marketing. I'm like, who the fuck's this fucking James? I'm like, who are you? I did what he said with ours. Oh, so you get the guys I'm waiting. Fucking damn right. Of course I do. Of course I do. Go on. All right.
Oh, by the way, Lucci and James, you've got some great fans here, because I'm not just on the FMA discussion Europe, but also the Pacific. You've got people greeting you from the Philippines and Kansas, and even Tom Pina's on as well, just to sort of let you know, guys, who's watching. So yeah,
let me go.
How do you there? Well, thank you. Come to Kaizen next year.
User. So I'm going to go to my device here. There you are. All right. Here they are. Tom, we'll be seeing Tom at Festival of Martial Arts, so that'll be nice.
Brilliant.
Dean Franco, hello, Dean. Richard Patman from Kansas. Where's that? America.
Yes.
America.
The Philippines.
Yes.
Mate, Kaizen's going. You know, you said you didn't want it to get big, eh? We're going to go back. We're breaking international here.
I did say to you,
get them across the pond.
You're going international across the waters now. It automatically.
Yeah, I got offered to go to the States a couple of times. I'm not going to mention the guy's name because I don't think it's fair. But he runs he's the organizer of one of the biggest. I think it is the biggest USA Expo. huge. I mean, like stars like really Chuck Norris walking around, and you get some big, massive, huge people there. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. It's too far. Bit cringer. If you know what I mean.
No comment. No comment.
If I find things cringy, I'm not going there.
Oh.
No,
that's fair enough.
So,
so what are your plans apart from this? Would you, with Matt and yourself, not just Kaizen events, you got an attachment to that?
In the pipeline, Phil. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to squeeze everything out of me, but I'm not saying nothing, right? So my T-Rex, sorry, not T-Rex, my T-Rex is not going to kick in tonight. What we have in the pipeline, I believe, will revolutionise the martial arts industry. And guess who come up with it? Fucking right, me. So it's an absolute awesome platform for martial artists and sports people worldwide.
Cool. There you go, everyone. There you go. Oh, there's a question.
Like, I tell you what, it's like a world. It's a whole new world of.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
How can I put this? It's like a fat kid going in a cake shop and saying, "Help yourself."
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Plenty of cake.
It's like any not to be fat kid. I take that back. But it's like any kid going into a cake shop and go on, mate, help yourself. It's all yours. And he's paid one fee, and he can have anything he wants because he loves, loves it. It's that type of, that type of platform. Really cheap. I
think they're going to be intrigued, Lucci.
That's 2024. That's 2024 has been mapped out perfectly.
Wow.
Perfectly. And the thing about it is, I still get to do my martial arts as well. I still get to do my teaching, And I've not been.
We'll get to do them.
I want to just go and teach some good, go on seminars, and now I've got the time to do that. Ooh.
So what's the difference?
I don't get a chance.
Event, Luke.
I don't want to teach on my own.
No.
Gigs. And I don't get a chance to train. One thing what really bothered me, it really did bother me on last Sunday at Kaizen.
Right.
I had like 30 seconds with all the coaches and all the people I want to talk to. I literally have a good chat to.
No, 30 seconds.
Like, some of them I've never even met before, and I just wanted to have a good little chat with them, and just had a couple of minutes with them. That was it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you want to spend a bit more.
Now there's more people involved. I've got a chance. It's good for me to go and talk to, and say, not just say, "Oh, hi, you're right, how's it going?" You want to have a chat, don't you? You want to have a cup of tea, and
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? A lot of them travelled a long way.
Oh yeah, very long way.
Yeah.
Motique, 4 hours.
Yeah, that's exactly. I had 5 minutes with him. 5-10 minutes with him. Kev O'Hagan, 5-10 minutes with him.
Oh, you didn't have. Oh.
Lee Hansdell, couple of minutes. But luckily, I'm seeing Lee and Kev at the festival anyway. So what I mean, I'm there for 3 nights, 3 days and 3 nights. So
Go.
Yeah.
The question we've got here, guys, is that what's the difference between the last event and the one that's coming up? We have a question from there. What's the bigger difference with this one? You got the Kaizen one, and then now you've got the Festival Martial Arts. What's what most impact of this one between one you've just had and the one that's coming? Because obviously you've got some newbies here that are probably not aware of how much big event this is.
The one what's just gone last week is an expo. All right. So showcasing very good martial arts, showcasing basically the industry. The Festival of Martial Arts is a family. It's a family weekend away with good people, and it's not just the martial arts. We got lots of activities like bushcraft, tug of war, things like that, bouncy castles, and it's what everything you'll expect at a festival. We're calling this one the Glastonbury of Martial Arts. We're hoping that's going to be something for everybody. However, looking at how well ticket sales are going and things like that, so I think in the next couple of years we'll outgrow that one, and so. Well, that's the difference. You get to relax at the evening. We're not like turning up to Kaizen at 9:30, going home at 5 o'clock, going home absolutely shattered. You know what I mean? At the festival, there's going to be this evening entertainment. You can have a drink at the bar and hang your barbecues on and wear your cool hats.
Oh, I like that hat. Is that a reversible one, Luch?
It is, man. It
is. It's a reversible. Oh, you could turn it inside out, James.
You can.
Oh,
it's got funny flowers on it, so I can't really turn it around.
Oh,
just in case it offends people. Yeah, I've got them funny flowers on.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I got it given to me when we went to watch Liam Gallagher in Glasgow, and some kid just come up to me and goes, "I'll take my hat." I went, "Cheers, man."
Wow.
Yeah, I found it the other day. I thought, that's festival for me. Yeah, it's got funny flowers on one side, so I don't want to promote funny flowers.
Actually, funny you should say that, Lucci. My auntie. My auntie went away and she came back with a hat with a funny flower on it, and my cousins, they were in stitches, and my auntie said, "Oh, look at this nice symbol." It's not the symbol that you think. It was the nice green flowery one that you two probably know what I'm on about.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I know.
Well, actually,
I might colour it in.
You know what? It's such a taboo subject in the UK, and we've got people here watching in America that have probably got like 20 million jars like sat on the side. Funny flowers.
It's legal there in certain regions, isn't it? In certain areas.
Yeah.
Oregon. My goodness! Wow. Yeah, no, that's funny. It's funny you should say that. Yeah, because my auntie came back and my cousins say, "Look, do you like your aunt's hat?" And I said, "Do you realise what you're wearing?" And they were both in stitches. And my aunt said, "Oh my goodness, I didn't realise that." I said, "Well, you should have looked at it a lot more closely. You put your glasses on." The symbol on it, and my uncle was like, "Oh no!" So she took it off. Oh my goodness, that's fair enough. Yeah, no, with the actual festival, do you think that would be more of a regular thing every year, annual thing, Lucci?
The time and money we've invested in it, I hope so. I hope so, man. Yeah.
No, good on you. You know, you're having two events.
It's a massive project. It's not like, you know, we're going to turn up on a field, stick tents up, put mats up, and we start training. Nah, man, there's loads behind the scenes, absolutely loads. What people don't see. Matt's been working round the clock the last 48 hours on it. I think
I've seen a lot of his posts.
Yeah, Tom's having a chat with him. I think on this one.
Lucci, there's a few people on here that'd like to know when the Festival of Martial Arts is and how long is the event for?
It's June the 30th. So Friday, June the 30th, till Sunday, July 2nd. So it's not next week. The week it's 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks' time. So June the 30th me and my guys will be. I'm taking my male students. We're having a lads' weekend.
Wow.
And yeah, so Saturday, the timetable's out already. So Saturday and Saturday night, there's lots of activities going on. Sunday, we'll wrap up Sunday evening. But I think I'm sure people are staying till the 3rd.
Yeah, no, that would be good.
Mm.
Goodness, of what I've seen, you know, where it's located, beautiful scenery.
Location. Beautiful location. Bath's not far. You know, you can come along. If you're not into martial arts, it doesn't matter, because the surrounding area it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It really is. It's stunning. I went a couple of weeks ago.
So was it both Matt and yourself that sort of chose the location? Because it's absolutely beautiful.
Matt chose the location because he lives about an hour away from, and I don't. I live 3 hours away. So me and Matt discussed this. We discussed this project just after the lockdown. It was just going to be self-defense only. Like it was going to be called Defense. I had the idea of Defense Fest, and I thought, yeah, it'll be a fabulous idea if we have like a self-defense camp. And he got back to me. He's seen this site, and we both said, you know, it's too good just to do self-defense. Let's open it up. I want a Glastonbury martial arts festival. I want it to be like, you know, music at evening, barbecues, load of hippie stuff, loads of yoga. I want everything. I even want bingo. I want absolutely everything on it. Let's do absolutely. Let's just go absolutely nuts on it and see what happens. And it doesn't matter how much it's going to cost. It don't matter. We'll lose it. We're not bothered. Let's just make an absolutely brilliant show and proper invest in it. And bushcraft and all kinds of night fire, bloody blowing things and just absolutely. Let's just make it as nutty and family friendly as possible. We can.
Well, this is what you want, isn't it? You know, and you know, you've
and it's been achieved.
Yeah, well, it has, because of what I've seen and your lineup as well. Goodness me, you know,
mate, that's just a tiny. The lineup is just a tiny part of it. Honestly, it's everything. It's everything else. What we'll be doing. It's everything else. It's the old shebang. It's the lot. It's the whole experience. It's the festival experience, but for but a martial art version.
Lucci, what's the sort of overall sort of plan with the festivals? Are you just going to have it mainly just in the summer, or are you going to have some other festivals in the foreseeable future? Because I know you do get some festivals. Yeah.
Yeah. In the summer for now, because we live in a right. We can't have a festival in December or like because we get crap weather, and you know it's like with every festival, you got to rely on. But do you know what? Even if it rains, people aren't going to. I don't think it'll matter. I think it'll matter, but
no, they're all having fun. You know, too busy having fun, aren't they?
It's Glastonbury next weekend, so it normally rains. They normally get the rain, so
yeah.
Then after that, it gets really hot. But Matt's been checking the weather, and I've been checking the weather. It's looking good. It's looking good. Get your sun hats, sun cream ready.
What I'd like to ask you, how much planning, both of you, because you know all of this, you make most people, if they haven't sort of set out to do anything like this before, how much planning goes behind it between both of you? Because there must be a lot. Because I know you mentioned like Matt does that, but there's the same thing as you know, with the Kaizen events as well. There must be a lot of planning that goes behind the scenes. A lot of people don't realise that there's a lot of planning that goes behind it with changes.
Two massive events back to back with a 2.5 week gap. It's been absolutely. It's tiring. It's very, very tiring, very stressful. but again, very rewarding as well.
At the same time, yeah.
Yeah, very rewarding, but it's really, really hard. It's very difficult. The amount of messages and phone calls I get. Can we put an event together? I'm like,
Wow.
I don't know what you're getting yourself into, man. Yeah, yeah. I get approached quite a lot. Let's do it together. All right. Do it yourself. Why do you want me? Why do you want me on board with you? Do it yourself. I know why they want me on board. It's an idiot can work that one out. I'm very choosy who I work with. Well, I'm a once bitten, twice shy person. I've been bitten. I got bitten last year.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen again. I'm very, who I work with. I'm very choosy.
that's fair enough.
That's it. I believe now I've built a brilliant team. I've got a brilliant team, fantastic team.
I mean, I'm not working on the Festival of Martial Arts. That's with Lucci and Matt. Obviously, as you can see behind me, all the logoage and stuff, that's where I came in to play with Lucci.
Yes.
He's got a few more ideas in the pipeline, but obviously we've got to remain tightly. But I can say
Of course.
the main reason I wanted to work with this guy was just plain and simple. He was on the same wavelength of what me and Craig were trying to do with our project, the Mushishugyo, which was promote UK martial artists. And, the Mushishugyo was a chance for me to refine my skill set of what I'm doing. And then I saw Lucci trying to promote UK martial artists, and I was just like, yeah, I've got to get on board with this. You know what I mean? I went to one of his events. So sort of like it was a bit of an undercover thing. Like I went to his event and I was having a look around and I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I can do him some stuff to make these better. So we got all stuff like his little signs on his mats this year, you got your flyers, ain't you? Your trailers, instructor introductions. Each instructor at Lucci's event had a bespoke poster for that event. You name a martial arts event, right? Where it hasn't been just the four main headliners. Each and every single one of those people had a bespoke hand-done poster by myself. So they all had the chance to, to be the stars of the show, because that's what makes a good show, isn't it, Lucci?
Everyone's a star of the show. Everyone's a star of the show. Okay, coach. I don't want to be same time as so. I don't want to be on the same time as so and so. Do you know so and so's on the same side? So and so, yeah. Well, he's a big shot. He's a big name. I'm like, you all are. You all are. You're all the same. You're all the same. If you're teacher, if you're on the Kaizen list, you're all the same. And I think that makes it very unique. It really does. It makes it unique.
No, I like that, Lucci. It's good to have that, because I don't know if in regards to that as well, with what I'd like to ask as well here, with the merchandise, if people would like to get T-shirts, have you got hoodies as well? Because I've noticed you got hoodies.
Yeah. Art Marshall got involved.
Oh, brilliant!
Wants to do our T-shirt and festival martial art T-shirts. They're doing the festival martial art T-shirts. They've also they do my club T-shirts as well, and they have a really good system. What takes the absolute headache away. And there's no worse having a headache. You'll order from Art Marshall. They make it, they wrap it, and they post it to you. I do nothing. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I'm supporting a local business. I'm supporting a local business, which I'm a great believer of.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do nothing.
That's brilliant.
Marshall, I don't have to phone no one and go, can I have 10 T-shirts? And they all get delivered. Then I'm chasing money out of my hands, man. Art Marshall, go onto their website. They're one of our main sponsors. Art Marshall are. They were there with us from day one at Kaizen, and they've grown with Kaizen. We've grown together. So the business partners, I don't see them as a sponsor like Nest. I see them as business partners. like with James's organisation, they're not sponsors. We're not sponsors. We're business partners, and that's what makes us unique. And I recommend that to everybody. Don't use a sponsor. Well, there are sponsors. Let's just milk loads of money out of them. No, total wrong way to do it. It's absolutely BS. Work together, see and grow together.
Yes.
And and become business partners.
No, it's a good idea, Lucci. You know, and I think
James,
that's a good...
it was like, all right, James, you can do that, and James Gray, you guys, you can do this for me. What can I do for you? What support do you need from us? What do you need? Well, we want to grow our podcast. No problem. Leave that with me. How can I help grow the podcast? Yeah, I have a unique network of people who will be interested in your podcast. Let me pitch that for you. I'll do that for you. Oh, brilliant. Can we do this logo for you? Can I have a go? Yeah, of course. Well, I'll have a look at it.
Wow.
It's networking with business partners where everyone fucks up. Everybody fucks up in business. Just greedy fools. And that's why they cock up. And that's why for next year already, all right, I have no more than 30 stall holders. All right, no two are the same. No two are the same stall holders. So we'll have 2 selling some sort of clothing, 2 selling whatever. No 2 will be the same. All right, 90% I've booked already for next year or committed. Do you know why they've committed? Do you know why? Because there's no bullshit. It is what it is because we're business partners.
No, that's good. That's good, Lucci. You know, it's not always easy to have that.
I will put, all this will be on a blueprint print soon.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm gonna get it out there. I'll get it out there. All this will be on a blueprint soon, and I'll get it out there.
You know,
you can see why I'm not blowing my own trumpet because I'm very humble. I'm you know, I don't need to blow my own trumpet. I've got nothing to prove whatsoever. I do my proofs in the pudding. I kept my mouth shut. Took lots of abuse from other event organisers. I'm not going to mention them. All right. I kept my mouth shut. I just do what I do. Results talk. Results will talk all the time. Results will talk.
Yeah, you've proven.
They definitely spout this year. They definitely spout this year.
Well, I said.
Wow.
Someone said, I'm not going to mention, a few people said, you're not going to get a tournament. You can't do it. That's never been done. Fucking watch me do it. Watch me fucking put a tournament on an expo all under one roof. Watch.
Then you did it.
Yeah. Yes.
Mate, you know what?
Do you know why I did it? Because I'm focused. Because I found a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You'll always find a way. Find a way to do it. How am I going to do it? How does someone put a tournament on, but at the same time, a very busy expo going off?
No.
You don't wave a magic wand, my friend, and kaboom, there it is. No, not at all. You don't do that. How are we going to put a martial art festival on over 3 days? How do we sell that? It's going to be absolutely the most expensive project ever I've been working on. How's that going to happen? We find a way. Shall we do it? Yeah, do it. What if it don't work? Good. What if it does work? Good.
You got to do it. You know, you won't know otherwise, will you?
Because trust me, mate, I before all this, right, I failed 200-300 times. Hundreds and hundreds of times failed at things.
Yeah, well, this is it. Proof's in the pudding, isn't it, Luke? Proof's in the pudding.
Results talk. Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, I salute you, Luke. You know, do
you know what? This. I'm not talking martial art events now. I'm not talking martial art events. I've seen people not in business, not doing the basics, right? When people go into the business, they instantly want to go be a millionaire. No. Wrong attitude. Let's make shitloads of cash. Wrong attitude. Wrong.
No, No, yeah. Well, the thing is, if you're going to go aiming for that, you're aiming too much too quickly, and
You'll fall in your face, yeah.
it collapses. You know,
unless you're really good, unless you're bloody Enoch Powell, and even he fucks up a few times.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. What about yourself, James? You know, how's it been for you in production wise? What was it like on the event? You know, not as well just being behind the camera. Did you get a chance to roll on the map?
I got a brief chance to be Craig's partner in crime, Mizuki, but I was just that busy. Just to give you a scope, I did not expect the event to be as big as what it was. I was lucky, actually. I got an extra camera guy with me. Next year, I'm probably going to bring another 2. That's just to put it into perspective, because there's that much going on. It's a very difficult thing to do, but it was a great learning curve. That was mainly why I wanted to cover the video for it. It was because I'd never had a go at shooting. You know, I'd gone around to local clubs, little seminars, stuff, never had a go at anything big, just went to Lucci. Lucci, can I have a go at filming your event? Go for it.
Why would I say no to something, to someone who wants to grow? Why would I ever try and stop? Why would anyone try and stop someone trying to grow? Can I use your event to build my business and grow? Of course you can. Of course you can.
No.
I mean,
do you know why, Phil? It's about believing in people. And yes. I saw it in his eyes, and I was believing in people. What if I said no, and in 5 years' time, he's got the biggest media company in the in the whole market? He's got the biggest production.
This is it.
And guess what? I can always say he started at my event.
Exactly.
Guess how much discount I get?
He's right. He's right. No, he's right. No, we look after him. Like you say, you look after people in business. And as I say, for us, it was, you know.
No, look behind him. Is his work crap? Look at that logo.
I'm just in a matrix bend here. Yeah.
Andrew Banks did the original logo for me. Guess how much it cost me? 0 pence, nothing. Do you know why? Because he believed in me. He says, "I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for free because I believe in you. Because what you've done." Andrew Banks is the guy who opened up Kaizen this year with Samurai Sword kata.
I can't wait until he sees the final cut of it. You'll love it. Trust me, it looks wicked.
And James come back with the adrenaline. And I said to James, "Do you know what, James? Do a logo, yeah, but do not disturb what we've got already. You can tart it up and make it, but don't disturb." And he come back with that. I'm like, clever lad, man. Good. You know what I mean, Craig? And I'm going back to Craig. Craig doing his set. He was like, I can't believe I'm on the map with Simon Oliver. I can't believe I'm on the map with Aidan Trimble. Can't believe I'm on the map with these great karate guys.
Goodness.
You know what my answer is to that? They'll be shitting themselves just as much as you are, because you're the new kid on the block.
No doubt, yeah, that's true.
They'll be looking at you and go, "Wow, this is the next generation." And I'm on the map.
Trust me. He's swooped in on that one like an eagle, ain't ya? On that one. He has, trust me. He knows.
Yeah, worried instructors. God, I'm on the same. I taught on an event. I was on the same time as Bill Superfoot Wallace. I was on the same time as him. These were my options. Pull out the seminar because no one's going to go on the mat with Lucci Del-Gaudio and his Bill Superfoot Wallace coming over from America. Do you know what I did? My second choice. You know what I did? I told people what I was doing, where I was at. Right? I got about 45 people on my mat, which was outstanding considering he had like 80, 90 on his mat.
You've done well there, Lucci.
Yeah. I'll batter him now.
Yeah.
God bless Bill Wallace. God bless Bill Wallace.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't.
But it's like
I can't teach on them. I can't teach on your own event like that because you're running around. You know what I mean? Where's the toilets? Guess who they come to? Me. I think it's over there. That sign, that massive sign that says toilets. Where do I get this from? Who's on next? They all come to me. And I ain't got time to. I can't say like, all right, hang on. I got an hour set now. You know what I mean? I would love to teach on Kaizen. Why wouldn't you?
That's the other thing as well. While he's going around making sure people are all right, he like I'd probably say one of the hiccups. Well, I wouldn't say it was a hiccup, but like obviously we had to announce like who was coming up on the mat. And there's a couple of times me and Craig just literally just had to grab. It was like, oh, Lucci's over there, he's tied up doing something. Like, grab the mic. Let's tell him who's on what mats.
Yeah. You know what? It was organised that well. People, I was like walking around and go, oh God, so and so's on this time, and they started the seminar already. So it was awesome. It was a good, really, really good, scary event because I didn't know how where. It was like that. It was like that. The weather, there's so much was happening that weekend. Up the road, there was a huge music festival called Download. So we had that to deal with the traffic. Early on the traffic, there was lots of other martial arts events on that weekend as well. So there was a lot going off. There really was a lot going off.
Well, I mean, look at the turnout you got. I mean, a Download Festival for the people who ain't aware of it, the UK, it's basically the equivalent of like the Ozfest, Monsters of Rock, for all those sort of international festivals. Ours is like the UK one is Download, and it gets absolutely packed out. And he managed to pack out an events arena, and there are people that love rock music. You know what I mean? And they're choosing to come to sort of like a martial arts event. You know,
yeah. If you remember, last year was in a leisure centre, and that was like the comeback from COVID. And people just treading on each other. It was about 10:30. I was like, "Please, no more come. Please don't come. I don't know. It's absolutely no one can move."
God.
And I was like, "Right, take the risk. Take the risk."
But it worked. But I mean, it worked. It definitely worked.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was busy. Nice venue. People could walk around, people networking, everyone's having a great time, everyone was happy and smiling. Do you know what? I brought 500 bottles of water. 500 bottles of water, gave them all away. Honestly, by 2 o'clock, all them, there was just necking them down. It was so hot, honest. But it's just, it's the small things like that. It's the small things like that. Everyone gets a bottle of water when they come in. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, no, it'd be great. It's like I know there was Craig there, and unfortunately he's not here today. So it would be great to have all three of you again at some point, where all of you are all together. It'd be nice to have all of you together. Giving us the insight of sort of upcoming events. Yeah, I know there'll be something coming along. I can't really say too much, folks, but I am aware that there is something coming along, and Lucci and his team are working well and hard behind the scenes of what they're doing. I can't say anything because obviously, it will reveal what they're doing, but I know it's going to be spectacular. That's all I've got to say. And I know it's going to be big, and it's wow. That's that's how speechless I am. That's how big that this actual project's going to be. And
while he's off in the lovely Somerset area, I dare say I'll probably be taking my laptop with me and working on something. He's already got me commissioning next year's logos, ain't maybe you've already got the name for next year. So
it's mapped out, so it's good. So we can you get it all done now, so we can have time to relax. But June the 30th, guys, and is the start of the Festival of Martial Arts. So I just want to run through, if that's all right, Phil.
Go for it. Go for it.
Day. So Area 1, these are like the seminar areas. We have Kevin Pell, 10th Dan Jiu Jitsu, Tommy Joe Moore, I think Joe Moore is going to do a midnight seminar as well.
Oh, mate, that'd be mint.
Terry Lee. We've got Mick Masters on there. Some of these was at Kaizen. We've got Jamie Clubb, which will be interesting. Adrian Volman and Lee Hansdell is coming back. In another area, we have Carl Fisher, Amazonia Krav Maga, Julianne Mason, someone called Gareth Jenkins and Gavin Davis.
Wow.
There's more, man. There's more. Gone through that. So that's just, and Terry Burkitt is going to be there. I'm just going through right now what you're going to expect. We also have we've got talks. We've got business talks going off. Brilliant. With Matt Chapman.
Wow, you got Matt Chapman there.
Yeah, Donovan Wint, Craig Lawson talking about the law. So we've got a mixture of business talks going off.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Self-protection. We've got bushcraft. Can't wait for bushcraft. I'm just trying to look for. I'm just scrolling here. Matt's done a great job. We've got this massive bag. Yes. We've got talks from Nest as well. The Nest management are going to be there. Yes. One of our sponsors doing a martial art tour. We've got archery, fire making, shelter building, knife throwing. You see, and evening. Along with that, we've got the evening entertainment, mate, for a nice little sing along. Harry Flexman, Fight Dad's going to be.
Oh, Fight Dad's going to be there.
Yes. So it's going to be splendid. There's lots and lots going off. But if you go to www.FOMAUK.com, Festival of Martial Arts UK.com.
Oh, thank you, Lucci.
You'll be able to buy, and I'll tell you what, well, DDP Yoga. With all kinds of mad stuff going off. I'm just touching a little bit, but please go onto the website. Please go onto the website, and it's all on there. But I say Matt's coming on the podcast, this podcast, very shortly.
Yes,
and with Tom, and I'll let him talk. I'll let him sell it, because it's like him trying to sell Kaizen. You know, he could sell Kaizen quite easily, but he can't. He's not getting the little nuts and crannies. But I can't get in the nuts and crannies of the festival. I'm going to let him do his bit.
You know, not no. That's fair enough, Lucci. No, I appreciate this, because it's been a while, since the sort of events and some other sort of discussions. But thanks for the sort of overall sort of review and sort of a catch up and update of what's been going on over the weekend. Yeah. So for this, if you was to do the 2-day event, how would this sort of come about in terms of activity wise? Would you have extra people? Would you have the same lot of people that stay there on the first day, and then on the second day, if you have a bit more that may possibly
mixture? A mixture of both. Something very exciting is going to be happening. I wouldn't have it for 2 days for no reason.
Yeah, of course.
I know what he's on about, but I can't say anything. But believe me, it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
It's a 2-day evening.
Ooh.
It's
sounds exciting.
To be honest, the foundations are already set. But after the festival, we've got obviously my main focus now is on the festival. So I'm not gonna be focusing on next year's event anyway. I'm not gonna be even. But all I can say is the foundations are there. They've been laid.
Ooh. Oh, here you go, folks. I'm looking forward to this, and no doubt we'll have an update with that as well on FMA discussion, Europe and the Pacific. I really appreciate both of you coming on, James and Lucci. We'll get Craig on the next one, because obviously he's busy there today. I've caught him on the off chance on there where he's not available, but it'd be great to have a catch up with all three of you as well. Lucci, sorry, go on, James.
I was going to say, me and Craig have been a bit quiet on our project front on the Mushishugyo, obviously, because we're working behind the scenes with Lucci. But we have got a bunch of content coming out, so keep your eyes peeled on the Mushishugyo page. I'm sure you'll share a link for us, Phil.
Of course, I will. Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of exciting interviews. Just to let you know, most of these interviews will be from Kaizen. So if you want to get a glimpse at everything that Lucci's been on about, and if you don't believe how packed it was, you can see for yourselves. Rammed out the door to try and get in. And I've got the video footage to prove it.
It was a good day. It really was a good
Fantastic.
day.
Brilliant.
Oh, and with Craig as well. What were I noticed as well, just to let the audience know. It was more of like a starstruck moment, as if he was like a presenter on the television. I noticed there was something there where he was starstruck.
I tell you, there was a funny. This was funny. I gave James and Craig 5 minutes notice to interview Alfie Lewis.
Wow,
mate! You know what? We did it. Yeah, we did it. Though we did it.
And why? Check this then, though. But why they was doing that? Why I was giving him 5 minutes notice? There was interviewing Kevin O'Hagan, and there was sort of like Kevin O'Hagan was doing his interview. And you can see James's face going, I've got Alfie right here next. We're not finished with Kevin O'Hagan. And it was just like, that was a bad moment, that was.
Oh, classic.
To be fair though, I mean that's like I said, it gives me the sort of it's given me a lot of insight of how these events are go, and how to manage around these events. So next time I'll have a stringent plan in place. We had a bit of a plan, sort of went out the window. Lucci did me like quick fire question rounds with some of the great guests. But yeah, next year I'm looking at getting a whole team on it, and it'll just be massive coverage. We'll get a whole team on it.
Yeah. I want to give NASA Butt a shout out as well for his magazine Lift Hands, because he did a couple of interviews as well, like Terry Burkick and a few others for his magazine.
Mate, I can't wait until that comes out.
Yeah, it always is a nice really looking for. To be fair, it's really and it's lovely. It's nice that we can all work together as well.
Oh no, mate, I'm sure because I mean our interviews were. I know for the fact that NASA managed to get a good 30-minute interviews with a lot, so you probably would have picked up a lot more than us. So you definitely won't see the same thing repeated. So by all means, when we put our stuff out there, make sure you check out NASA's stuff out as well, because it's fantastically written. He's got some great photography skills. I've had a look through his work. He's going to be sort of, me and Craig want to have a good chat to him, because he's sort of like a good example of the direction we want to go with our Mushishugyo project. So, sort of like in terms of what me and Craig are trying to accomplish, sort of like NASA's like the guy that we want to follow in the footsteps of. So, yeah, big shout out to NASA. Love your stuff.
Oh, guys, all hats off to you. Well done. And it's congratulations, and you pulling this off. It's this great event, Lucci, and the team, James and Craig.
It was our fifth. It was the fifth and best Kaizen we've done. The fifth and best one. Oh. Hardest one and the best, and the best one. And it may have peaked. I don't know. I said in 2019, I think this one's peaked, and this one's done even better than that. So we're doing something right. Don't know what.
Well, there you go, Lucci. As you say,
we're not saying we're the best. We're not saying we're the best out there, but I'll probably say we're in the top one, I reckon.
Well, there you go. The end results have shown for itself. The turnout, good turnout, and you did, and the pre-launch as well. As well. Are you going to have one? Is it the day before again? Possibly when you have another pre-launch.
Next year's plan is to do Saturday evening, and Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. Sounds great.
Actually, just a quick one. Just a quick one for those that don't know. I actually really got really lucky with where I was staying. I was right opposite Simon Oliver's old dojo. When you pointed that out to me when you dropped me off, I was like, "This is a mint."
Yeah.
So I got to see a bit of martial arts history right opposite where I was staying.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was great for me. It was like karate mecca.
Goodness me, that must have been like diamond for you, James. Just to even be there. Not just doing the.
Oh mate, I got to sit at a table, right? This absolute gem of a geezer here. Me and Craig got to sit at a table with, Terry Burkett, Tommy Joe Moore, and Simon Oliver, and like I was having to do stuff for them. I was filming some of the pre-event, but I was like, I didn't want to tear myself away from the table because there was just that much good conversation. I should have just whipped the camera on that. Yeah, it was awesome. It was like mine. It was like going to a martial arts seminar before going to a martial arts seminar. So I definitely come away with a lot of stuff anyway. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Cracking.
Guys, do you know what? This is really much appreciated as well. Thank you for coming on the FMA discussion podcast for promoting not just Kaizen events, but also the Festival of Martial Arts. And it's also a pleasure, always having a pleasure, both of you, not just on my other show, the Field Crew Show, but also on FMA Discussion Europe and the Pacific. Myself and Tom heading this now. And there are some other things that I'm not going to reveal or discuss, but Lucci's aware of it. There's some other things coming on with some projects with ourselves as well. But, and Lucci, hats off to you. Congratulations again, on a great turnout, an event that you've put together, and even the Festival of Martial Arts as well. It has to be said, Lucci, it's a great guy, and Matt as well. He's going to be on the next podcast, and they're discussing about the Festival of Martial Arts. But both of you have worked really, really hard in putting this event together as well. So yeah, folks, wherever you are in the world, or even sort of in the UK, feel free. The end of June into the 2nd of July, it's going to be absolutely amazing there in Somerset. And the weather, fingers crossed, and regardless, it's going to be fun anyway. It's going to be packed out, like what Lucci said. You'll see the main man himself, Lucci, and Matt State as well there. So you'll be able to meet him there.
There's already a lot of people going to be there anyway, but there is time to get tickets. There's still time to get lots of tickets. I don't know how many tickets left, but I can reassure you, all the main camp parts, all the main camping pods, they've gone, sold out straight away. A lot of it sold out, guys. It's a matter of urgency now. If you're going to go, get it sorted, man. Just come along.
Craig's going to go into one of them, isn't he? Didn't he say that he was planning to have one of the pods on those nice glamping pods?
Yeah, I think they've all gone now, mate. To be honest, I think you might. I know. What's the point camping? That's just. Everyone to their own. Oh. Yes. There's about 8 of us in my tent, all the lads. So.
And then you'll get Tommy Joe Moore. That'll just take a boxing glove as a pillow and sleep under a tarp.
In his secret midnight seminar, which we haven't discussed yet.
Ooh. What you don't know is he'll be really tanked up on muffins, and you'll be in for a treat.
Yeah, we've got this bar, the food stores are brilliant. They're really nice food stores. We really have thought about it. Yeah, And of course, there's going to be pizza there. Why wouldn't? Of course there is. Of course there is. So we've got a brilliant pizza stall there for you.
Luke, you had to say pizza, didn't you? That's like a magic word.
100, of course, mate. Why wouldn't they?
Oh, folks, yeah. If anyone out there,
when it came to organising the food stalls, the first people I went to head on was the pizza guys. And Matt come back. So, all right, we've got a pizza guy. Fantastic, get him booked. Super.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if anyone else wants to know any more about the information, I will tag and put a link, more information about future events, because I know I'll be in touch with Lucci and James and Craig in the foreseeable future. If there's any other topics and things like that they will come up with in regards to even having anything done out there. If you want anything done, like promo stuff, let Lucci, James and his team know, because, I know no doubt it's not just FMA discussion, it's main martial arts as well, because you've got other things there that you want to be promoted for, whether it's videos, promo work, things like that. I'll let James
search as well. Oh, hang on. Can you see? I do. You can't see, I don't think, because of the camera. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I do search as well. There we go. There's my holding one. Wow. I do search. So
as well. Goodness me.
Yeah. A massive. So I can do certification as well. So if you need to search for anything, martial arts, anything, give me a holler. But yeah, thanks for having us on.
No problem, James. And Lucci, main El Capitano, the top man himself there, with the Kaizen Adrenaline 2023. Looking forward to hear what's going to be coming up, an update for 2024. So keep an eye out, folks. There's going to be more coming your way. It's going to be amazing, and as what it sounds like as well for the future, for the Festival of Martial Arts. No doubt it's going to be the first, but no doubt it won't be the last either, because the turnout, as Lucci said, even the camping stuff's just gone, just like that. That's amazing. So it goes to show, you've promoted that very well, Lucci, Matt, and yourself. Right, folks, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let these gents go, because they're going to enjoy all the rest of their Father's Day with their family, because they're very family orientated, like myself. And I like your hat, Lucci.
Don't forget your hats. Don't forget your hats, sun cream, and sunglasses. Festival t-shirts. And all right, so I'm going to shout out for all you twisted melons who are going to be at the festival.
Twisted melons.
Make sure keep your eyes peeled as well, because the next iteration of this will be coming on Lucci's page soon.
It's going to be like Woodstock. It's going to be like Woodstock, but martial arts Woodstock. Sun cream, hats, sunglasses for all the twisted melons.
Check out the Kaizen events as well, because they have a page as well on Facebook. You've got a Facebook page, haven't you, Lucci?
Yeah, Kaizen Martial Art Events, Kaizen.
Yeah, Kaizen. Check that out, folks. Wherever you are in the world, you're welcome to sort of come on there and then go and have a look. And then when you're in the UK, contact Lucci and his team. More than welcome, and then obviously if it suits you in terms of the event, and then you can sort of connect, either way, Lucci, reach out to Lucci. He's a top guy with that when it comes to that. And like I said, folks, thank you very much. And those who've tuned in, and for wherever you are in the world, and also James Hinsley, thank you very much. Part of the
thank you. Thanks for
team. And Lucci Del-Gaudio, thank you very much for coming on the FMA discussion, Europe and the Pacific. I'll let you go, guys. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you very much.
Cheers, everyone. See you
later. Thank you. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.